Welcome to Pop Quiz. You think you know American history? Let's find out. I've got 10 questions for you that look simple, but there are twists and tricks hidden in plain sight. Your final score will reveal your true history tier. Let's begin. Question 1. Everyone knows the date, July 4th, 1776. But that's the date the Declaration of Independence was adopted. So here's your first challenge. When was it actually signed? Was it A, that same day, July 4th, B, over a month later on August 2nd, C, in the fall, September 3rd, or D, not until October 18th? Look at those dates. Think about it. Interesting. The correct signing date is B, August 2nd, 1776. Most of the signatures were gathered weeks after the famous adoption. All right, question 2. Let's talk about land. The United States bought the vast territory of Alaska from another country. Which one? A, our neighbor, Great Britain. B, our old ally, France. C, the Empire of Russia. Or D, the explorers from Spain. Take a guess. It was C, Russia. A deal struck in 1867 that many called foolish at the time. You're warming up, but question 3 is a classic order mix-up. Who was the 4th president of the United States? Was it the principal author of the Declaration? A, Thomas Jefferson, the father of the Constitution? B, James Madison, the author of the Monroe Doctrine? C, James Monroe, or D, the fiery founding father, John Adams? Who comes after Jefferson? It was B, James Madison. Question 4. During the Great Depression, President Franklin D. Roosevelt enacted a famous series of programs. What was the historic name of that plan? A, the Great Society from a later era. B, the New Deal. C, the Square Deal from Teddy Roosevelt. Or D, the Fair Deal from Truman. Which phrase belongs to FDR? The defining program was B, the New Deal. We're at the halfway mark. Right now, if you have a perfect score, you are on a path to greatness. If you missed 1 or 2, the next 5 questions are your chance to rally. The game is still yours to win. Question 5. A major amendment to the Constitution. The 19th Amendment guaranteed a specific right. What was it? A, the right to equal pay. B, the right to vote. C, the right to hold public office. Or D, freedom of speech. Which right was secured? It guaranteed B, the right to vote for women, ratified in 1920. Question 6. Look at this monument, Mount Rushmore, 4 faces. Which one of these presidents is not looking out from that mountainside? Is it A, the first president, George Washington, the third, B, Thomas Jefferson, the conservationist, C, Teddy Roosevelt, or D, the president who led through the Great Depression and World War II, Franklin D. Roosevelt? Which one is missing? It's a trick. D, Franklin D. Roosevelt is not on Mount Rushmore. Question 7. A story of incredible success. Who was the first American woman to become a self-made millionaire through her own business? Was it A, the modern media mogul, Oprah Winfrey, the hair care pioneer from the early 1900s, Madam C.J. Walker, the powerful newspaper publisher, C, Katharine Graham, or D, the Wall Street wizard, Hetty Green? Who made history first? The trailblazer was B, Madam C.J. Walker. 3 questions left. This is where we separate the curious from the experts. Let's see what you're made of. Question 8. In the Battle of Little Bighorn, which 2 legendary leaders led the warriors against Lieutenant Colonel George Custer? Was it the Apache leaders, A, Geronimo and Cochise, the Lakota Sioux leaders, B, Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull, the Oglala chief and the Brule leader, C, Red Cloud and Spotted Tail, or D, the Shawnee leader and the Sauk warrior, Tecumseh and Black Hawk? Think about the location, the tribes. The leaders were B, Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull. Question 9. A day that lives in memory. President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation after Pearl Harbor. He began, "Yesterday, December 7th, 1941. How did he finish that famous sentence? Did he call it A, a tragic day, B, a day of cowardice, C, a date which will live in infamy, or simply, we were attacked? What is the exact historic phrase?" He said C, a date which will live in infamy. Final question, number 10. For much of history, children worked in factories and fields. When did the United States finally pass federal laws against child labor? Was it during the Progressive Era in A, 1916, during the New Deal in B, 1938, shortly after women's suffrage in C, 1924, or during World War II in D, 1941? When was the line drawn? The law was passed in B, 1938, with the Fair Labor Standards Act.